Okay, good afternoon, class. So at this point we're looking at the cycle test that you wrote the other day. Most of you did well. Well done. Keep it up. Secondly, the grade 11 maths classes. You know what day that is on? It's on a Thursday. So if you have a problem, whatever, and then we will sort out on a Thursday. That's for your class and for the other grade 11 class. Okay, so your day is on a Thursday. Okay. Make use of it, it's free. So also just let me know before the time you're coming. Okay, before I go to the toilet and I go home. Okay, and then you come and then you tell your parents you were here. As you normally do, no? Because if the parents here, they're going for maths, then the parents leaves everything and let you do what you do. Am I right? Yes, I know. No, I did the same. But I actually did the maths. Okay. Importantly, yeah. So if you come in today, it's fine. But from next week onwards, you come in, just let me know. But you should be coming all the time. Right. Question 1. The question says cycle test 1 2022. It says simplify the following and leave your answer with positive exponent. So what do we have here? We have 4 times 3 is 12. X, when you multiply and places are the same, you add the powers, do the same. 1 more. No explanation needed. The next one, negative exponent goes to the numerator. Not so? So it's x over y cubed. The third one, so there's also only 1 more. The third one is 1 over x plus 1 over y. Not so? That's 1 more. What is your LCM? xy. So this one must multiply by y, that one must multiply by x. So 1 times y is 1, 1 times x is x. Second. Any confusion there? None? Right. So let's take this off here, pull this up. It says simplify the following fully without using a calculator and showing all steps. So exponential expression, we're going to break that power up, that one and that one as well. So it's 2 to the x times 2 to the 1 minus 2 to the x times 2 to the negative 1 all over 3 times 2 to the x times 2 squared. So what we do now? We factorize. We factorize that. So it's going to be 2 to the x into 2 minus 2 to the negative 1 over 3 times 2 to the x times 3 squared. 2 to the x cancels 2 to the x. So it's going to be 2 minus half over 3. What's 3 squared? 9. So it's 3 times 9. So what is 2 minus half? 1 and half, which is 3 over 2. Not so? What is 3 times 9? 27. So it's divided by 27. Not so? Well, yes?
Why did you say 3 squared?
Instead it's 2 squared. I just realized now. So you're supposed to have gotten 4, which is 12. Not so? So it's going to be divided by 12, which is the same as multiplied by 1 over 12. Okay. 3 going to 3 ones, 3 going to 12, 4 times. And 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 4 is 7. Thank you again. You guys understand? Right? Next, 15. 15 can be written as what? 3 times 5 raised to the x plus 2. 45 can be written as 3 squared times 5. 1 minus x. All over 3 to the 3 minus x. So when you so with something raised to higher exponent, you multiply the exponent. So it's 3 to the x plus 2 times 5 to the x plus 2 times 3 to the 2 minus 2x times 5 to the 1 minus x. Okay, and this is all over 3 to the 3 minus x. So what do we do now? What do you do now? You're multiplying and bases are the same. You add the powers. When you divide, you subtract the powers. You times it by, you got 5 x plus 2 plus 1 minus x. Okay, so it's going to be 3. X minus 2x is minus x plus x cancel. 2 plus 2 is 4 minus 3 is 1 times 5. That cancel. 2 plus 1 is 3. So it's going to be 3 times 125, which is 370. Okay, any confusion there? No? Just take that also off. Alright. Let's go here. 32, of course, can be written as 2 to the exponent 5. Not so. Which implies that x is equal to 5. The next one, divide by 7 both sides first. So 1 over 5 is equal to the x equals 75 is going to be 30. No, not 35. 25. 25. Now 25 can be written as 5 squared, not so. However, 1 over 5 can be written as 5 to the minus 1, which is 5 to the negative x. Therefore, negative x is equal to 2, so x is equal to negative 2. Okay? You all okay with that? Let's carry on here. So here the case story comes into play. Okay, so we say let k equals x to the third. I know some of you do it without the k. It's fine. So this here would be k squared minus 3k minus 10 is equal to 0. Trinomial, not so. K and k. For 10 is going to be 5 and 2 minus plus. So k is equal to 5 or k is equal to minus 2. But what is k? X to the third. So x to the third is equal to 5. The ratio to the power 2 is a reciprocal, which is 3. So x is equal to 125. On this hand, we got x to the third is equal to minus 2. Raise it to the power 3 both sides. So x is equal to negative 8. Okay. Any issues there? Alright, let's pull this down. Alright. This one here, now some of you must get your marks. I'll show you where your marks lie. So we first isolate the root, so it's 2 minus 7x, the root thereof is x minus 2. Square both sides. Okay? So it's going to be 2 minus 7x is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 4. Make everything to one side since it's a quadratic equation, so it's x squared minus plus 3x plus 2. So the trinomial there is going to be x plus 2, x plus 1. So x is equal to negative 2 or x is equal to negative 1. Now we check. Not so. If I put negative 2 into that there, we're going to get 16, 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. So 6 is not equal to negative. You just have to pull a line through that. Don't have to write a conclusion or anything as is written there. That suffice. That's already telling us it's not minus 2. We got minus 1, you put minus 1 in here, it's going to give you 9, which is 3, and 3 plus 2 is 5. So that's all you need to do for 5 marks. Okay? So if you wouldn't give awarded 5 marks there, you bring it to me and I will give it to you. Okay? Any issues? No? Okay. Look at the next one. So what's my LCM here? X minus 3. Not so. So that must be multiplied by 1. So it's x plus 2 times 1. That's over 1. So that must be multiplied by x minus 3. That must be multiplied by 1. So it's 2 times 1. That's going to give you x plus 2. 7x minus 21 plus 2. X is one side, numbers the other side. So it's x minus 7x is negative 6x is equal to negative 21 plus 2 is negative 19 minus 2 is negative 21. Not so. Divide by negative 6 both sides. It cancels. Negative divided by negative, of course, is positive. 3 goes into there twice. 3 goes into here 7 times. 7 over. Okay, any issues there? No? Yes? Okay, 4 over 7. Now why did we take it off first? 4 over 7. How you get 4? 2 over 7. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? Am I wrong? Okay, so where's my mistake? It's 2. X plus 2. I took that over, becomes minus, so it's minus 6. Negative 21 plus 2 is negative 19. Negative 19 minus 2 is negative 21. 3 goes into 6 twice, 3 goes into 21 7 times. So what's wrong? Sorry? Sorry? You got 7 over 4 and you got the full marks. Who's talking? 2 over 7. So you're saying I must write here rather 7 over 4.
I'm saying that the answer is 2 over 7. If I got 2 over 7.
And you got the full marks? Yes, you must be deducted 1 more. Come, bring. Come. Let's say Vasos.
Yeah.
So you see you're dividing by 6 both sides. So 3 goes in there 7 times, 3 goes in there twice. So it must be 7 over 2 and not 2 over 7. So you must get 2 there, so minus 1. So you gain on 40.
Yeah.
Nice. 40 out of 50, still a good mark.
Thank you.
Alright. Right. Let's carry on. The question says simplify the following without using a calculator. So, it's going to be 4 root. 18 can be written as 9 times 2 minus 3, 4 times 2 over 25 times 2. So it's going to be 4. The root 9 is 3 minus 3. The square root of 4 is 2 over. What's the square root of 25? 5 root 2. Not so. So that's going to give you 4 root, that's going to give you 12 root 2 minus 6 root 2 over 5 root 2. 12 minus 6? 6 root 2 over 5 root 2, which is 6 over. Any problems here? No? But tell me when I'm wrong, no? Like that girl did now. Not always that I'm right. Right, next. Again, you must rationalize without using the denominator, without the calculator. Now multiply it by the conjugate pair, which is 4 minus root 2. 4 minus root 2. Okay. So you have multiply the first and the last. So that will be 16 minus 2. 4. So that would be root 2 into 4 minus root 2. So what is 16 minus 2? 8. No. 14. 4 times root 2 is 4 root 2. Root 2 times root 2 is 2. But you see 2 is a common factor there. You all see that. So 2 out is a common factor. It's going to be 2 root 2 minus 1 over 14. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 14, 7 times. So it's 2 root 2 minus 1 over. Okay, any issues there? No? Question 3. Bring it down. Question 3. Write the following trinomial in the form of ax x plus p whole squared plus q. Okay? So that will simply give us x squared minus 3x. We need to complete the square with. We add a number, subtract the same number. What's the number in this case? It's 3 times half, which is 3 over 2, and it must be squared, which is 9 over 4. Okay? Perfect square trinomial. So it's going to be x minus 3 over 2 squared minus 9 over 4 plus 7 is 28. Is say negative 19 over 4. Is that correct? Positive 19 over 4. Huh? Positive 19 over 4. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that's your 3 marks here. 3.2. Use the expression to answer the questions that follow. Write the given expression in the form of a into x plus p whole squared plus q. So what do we do first? Take out negative 3 as a common factor. So I'm left with x squared minus 2x minus 2 over 3. Not so? So we ask ourselves, okay, what must be added here to complete the square with? The same number subtract. What's the number in this case? It's going to be 2 times half, which is 1, and 1 squared is 1. Perfect square trinomial. So that's going to give you x minus 1 squared. Remember, it takes the sign of the middle term. Minus 5 over 3. We multiply the negative 3 in. So it's negative 3 into x minus 1 squared plus 5. Is that correct? No. So the answer to the question to number 2 is determine the maximum value. Since it's a negative, yes, it will have a maximum. What's the maximum value of the given expression? Also the corresponding value at which the maximum occurs. So it has a maximum value of 5 and occurs at x equal to. Okay. Question 4. We are told that the farmer plans to fence a rectangle. But we did this one yesterday, isn't it? Was it yesterday or the day before? Sorry?
It was
Different amounts, okay? So the farmer has 600 meters of fencing that he wants to make the area as large as possible to provide a maximum grazing for his flock. Here, there's a river on the one side, okay? So it says let the y be the length and the width be x. So that's x and x and the length. So we need to know that x plus y plus x will be the perimeter, not so? So the perimeter is going to be 2x plus 1. But what's the perimeter? The perimeter is 600. So it's going to be 600 equals 2x plus 1. So you make y the subject of the formula, so y is equal to 600 minus 2x. Okay. So how do you calculate the area? The area is going to be length times breadth. In this case it's x times y, which is 600 minus 2x times x. So this will be negative 2x squared plus 600x. And I've just done that now. Not so? In question 2, the question says calculate the dimensions, which is the sizes, calculate the dimensions so that the enclosed area is a maximum. So for the area to be a maximum, you're going to complete the square. So what's the first thing we need to do? You take out negative 2 as a common factor, whatever number's in front. So I'm left with x squared minus 300x. So we ask ourselves what must we add it here to complete the square with, and our minus is exactly the same number. Okay? So what is the number that must be added here? It's going to be 300 times half, which is 150. And 150 squared is what? 15 squared is 22500. Is that correct? So now we will get rid of this negative 2. Now, first it's a perfect square trinomial. So it's x minus 150 all squared minus 2250. You multiply the negative 2 in. It's negative 2 into x minus 150 squared plus 4500. Is that correct? Another 0. 3 zeros. Are you sure? I'm shorting the 0 here. That's my mistake. Okay. So therefore, the maximum enclosed area is going to be 45,000 meters squared. Any problems here? Any issues? No? Yes? And the dimensions. Okay, so the length, which is in terms of x and y, so it's going to be, your breadth would be 150 and your length will be, your length is 600 minus 2 times 150. So it's going to give you 300 meters. You all agree with that? Thank you for telling me there. The last one. The 2 marks, your bonus question. Okay, always try and answer the bonus question. Okay. It's 3 marks. We are told a car travels x over 6 kilometers in 20 minutes. So it travels x over 6 kilometers in 20 minutes. So how far does it travel in 1 minute? I would have to divide by 20, not so. So x over 6 divided by 20, x over 6 divided by 20 is the same as x over 6 multiplied by 1 over 20, not so. Which is x over 120 is to 1 minute. So if I divide 20 by 20, I get 1. You see that, people? But the question is, how far does it travel in y minutes? So, you get y minutes. How do I get y minutes? I must multiply this line by y. You get the y here, not so. If I multiply this bracket by y, it's going to be xy over 120. So that's your answer. Xy over 120. Who got that answer? Nice. No marks. Did I do it wrong? You just check.
I'm not saying you did it wrong, but like
Now I want to see, maybe I made a mistake. Is it not marked?
you just put a red line.
Yep, xy over 120 is correct. Otherwise, you could have used the speed, distance, time calculation as Mr. G did. It's also another way. I'll just paste it on the board here. I used ratio and proportion to answer the question, and he used the formula, which is speed is equal to distance over time, where distance is speed times time. That's basically what he used. Okay. So you must get the mark. Bring your paper. Okay, any other confusion? Bring your papers now, and then we can do the changes, okay? We'll hand out the files in the next period. Is that okay? I'll just stop this.